think we can. I'm Erin Parsons. I'm a makeup artist who is beauty history obsessed, and we're gonna try this right now. Before I get into this video, a warning. Yes, a warning. Do not try any of these techniques at home. To be honest, a lot of these pigments in this video that were used in ancient times, we know, of course, are toxic, especially when breathing in the dust. So please don't try any of this at home. In the past, I have used these in short form videos. However, I didn't always put a warning. I do regret that. I never thought anybody would recreate any of these techniques. And as far as I know, no one has. But if you were going to do it, you are in for some exercise because this takes hours and hours of grinding to get down to a fine powdered dust, which we can then use as a pigment for our makeup. So there's your warning. Don't try this at home. Some of these are toxic, and we're gonna put it on my face. Have your eyebrow powder. But if it's not perfect, this is our modern day look, so I can clean it up, brush it out using Q-tips. We're gonna go in with the burnt cork, and I'm just gonna try to draw. Actually, that doesn't look bad. Let's try the other side. And from what I have read, you would mix it with vinegar and chalk, which is a calcium carbonate, and it would create a paste. And then, as you can see in these pictures, you would put them in these sort of discs, and you could use that as a paste and make the skin very pale. Of course, in those days, ancient Greece, this was also used in China. It was not based on white beauty to keep it safe. Okay, I've gone in with a little bit of the Mayron Clown White, and I've just patted it into my skin to give more of a pale effect. But I think it would have looked something like this. It just looked whitened and not a thick paste like maybe you see on Queen Elizabeth. I don't know how she did it, but from what I read in ancient Greece, they really didn't want to look like they were wearing makeup, even though everybody knew they were. Now, mixed with the lead, as I mentioned, would have been French chalk. And again, this is calcium carbonate. And this was it. She really developed a look that defined that era. Crazy thing is she also did the hair. That teased up, sort of tussled beach wave hair. That was Alexis, which really shocked me that she did both. We're gonna honor Alexis. We're gonna follow everything from the DVD, from the book, and we're going to try to do actual Pam Anderson makeup from start to finish, using her techniques, using her products, and see if we can get it to really look authentic. Let's start with the eyebrows, the skinny brows. It's the 90s, the early 2000s, the brows were so thin. As a matter of fact, it's because of Pamela Anderson, I actually tweezed out all of my brow blonde. And I'm just gonna rough sketch. I am obviously not gonna tweeze my hairs. Now that I've gotten that thin shape, I'm gonna go ahead and start to use a little brow razor and shave it down to a skinny little Pam brow. And just so I can be precise, I'm gonna get really close to a mirror. So I'm gonna do this off camera and I'll be back with some very skinny eyebrows. So you get 2 eyebrow pencils when you order the entire kit. I'm gonna start with, again, with the one very authentic and true to that time. This is really bringing me back. Her secret weapon is this triangle little cheap sponge. She uses it for the eyes, she uses it for the cheeks, she uses it for the lips. It's amazing. I'm gonna go through, of course, all of that, but we're gonna use her foundation.
Notice how Alexis puts the base on. Always start with as little base as possible and cover the entire face.
This is gonna be a bronzer on me, but I'm gonna go ahead and take the puff that comes in the kit. I'm gonna have to put a lighter powder in the center. She also says to go over the eyebrows just to soften them a little. Okay, I'm gonna try to save this. I'm just using a bit of Kosa pudgy pencil. I'm just gonna go underneath the eye.
All you're doing is emphasizing what you already have. Use the chubby pencil from the front corner to the end of your eyelashes and make a soft, smudgy line about 1/8 of an inch thick.
Okay, we're gonna go into the Urban Velvet Shadow, and this shadow, basically you're meant to match your eyeshadow to the chubby pencil. Of course, this came in the kit. You go on top of the brush.
With some dry eyeshadow, gently draw against the smudged line for a soft, smoky look.
Now, how do we blend out the shadow?
Outline the lips with color.
It's very interesting. She starts with a lip stain, and she says, put it on the bottom lip and then press it together.
They rub their lips together, and it covers most of the upper lip also.
It's like apricot baby food. I kind of like it. The great thing about the Alexis Vogel lip is that you can overdraw. You must overdraw the lips. Oh, finally I can do a look that allows me to overdraw.
The trick to get those like Pammy lips, you have